20 brain autopilot fuck-ups, according to Reddit. Number 20. As a teenager, I worked at McDonald's. My McDonald's was 24 hours, and during the summer, I worked the overnight shift. My sleep schedule would get all messed up, and my parents woke me up for dinner one evening. I zombie walked to the table, sat down, and my dad asked me to say grace. I bow my head and say, "Thank you for choosing McDonald's. May I take your order?" How'd you like that one?
That was pretty lame.
Well, that's why it's number 20. Number 19. I was making ramen noodles and a pitcher of Crystal Light at the same time. Berry-flavored ramen is not good. Crystal Light. Do you know anything about Crystal Light?
No, I don't.
It's basically like a mixed drink. You mix it with water. And it's like Kool-Aid, but it's like, I guess, better for your health. And then the comment in response to it is, not good or very bad. It wasn't so grape. You know what I'm talking about? Stripes? No? Moving
I can't
on.
tell if you made that one up or if you read that.
Oh, it's red. It's
red.
red. I'm not making up puns in here, ever, okay? Number 18. Took a ball out and pissed my pants. You visualizing that one? I'm going to the bathroom. Instead of whipping out the pee-pee cock balls, right? I'm whipping out the testiclate. You get what I'm saying here? And because the penis is still inside the pants, I proceed to piss them. Are we on the same page?
I don't understand how that happens.
You've forgotten the question, and the question is, what's the most bizarre thing you've caught yourself doing while your brain was on autopilot? And he's saying he pulled out a ball instead of his cock, and he pissed his pants. Probably happened in the heat of the night. You know what I'm talking about? An amazing fuck up indeed. What are we on? 17. Number 17. I meant to put a brand new roll of toilet paper on the roll and instead just plopped it in the toilet. Can I tell you about one time I was at a party and they were like, "Kyle, can you like put these sodas in the cooler?" And I sat myself next to like a garbage bin and a cooler, and I started unloading my the soda cans out of the case or whatever. And then basically I threw the cans into the garbage and was putting the actual case for the soda in the damn cooler. It was fucking retarded. And somebody was like looking at me like, yeah. And I was like, oh, my bad. Yeah. Number 16. When I was in high school and living on the family farm, Jesus Christ, I used to feed the horses and barn cats every morning, waking up at 6 a.m. as a 16-year-old guaranteed that I was half asleep. So I grabbed the cat food like I always did, walked to the table where my cat's bowl was like I always did, and poured some in. My cat always jumped up on the table right away to start eating right away. Right away, Dig. How many times you go right away? And on one morning, as something jumped up in front of me, I absent-mindedly pet it as usual. The hair felt a little rough, so I looked back down, and instead of my friendly orange cat, there was a skunk chilling there, eating the cat food while I pet its back. Oh my God, at least he didn't get sprayed, because, that would be part of this.
I thought this was going in a different direction. I thought it was going to be like a rat or a tarantula or something.
Somebody says, smelly cat, why am I petting you? Do you watch Friends? Is that a reference you get?
I've watched Friends. Shut up.
Man, I didn't watch Friends. So get out your pitchforks, viewers. Number 15. Night before last, I went to the backyard to bring the dog into the house. Autopilot moved my feet 10 or so steps out the door, telling the dog to come in. My brain then caught up and remembered the dog was in bed, and I was indeed approaching a black bear that was eating watermelon rinds from the trash can. And then somebody's response is, well, what was the bear's reaction? And his response is, honestly, not a whole hell of a lot. My shoe bear was decidedly not affected. He just stared at me while continuing to munch. Gladly, my more level-handed and awake other half shooed me back inside and got rid of the bear. Well, there you go. Number 14. I was jogging late at night. A guy reached out his hand in front of me as I passed. I high-fived him. Turns out he was hailing a taxi. Nice. I love the natural instinct of a high five, though. Number 13. There was a 6.0 earthquake at about 3 a.m. while I was asleep. The quake lasted 20 seconds, and I woke up about 16 seconds in standing in the hallway hugging a vase. What the fuck? Oh, I guess he got out of bed in the midst of the earthquake? Somebody posts a story as a response to this. Jesus Christ. During a similar earthquake, my girlfriend, who was a light sleeper, woke up pretty much as soon as the shaking started and yelled as fast as she could, "Hey, wake up! There's an earthquake! What do we do?" I heard everything she said, but I'm pretty heavy sleeper, so in my panic drowsiness, all I could say was, "Stop, drop, and roll." I guess my half-asleep mind remembered that from elementary school when they teach us what to do if you're on fire. Of course, I don't do it as I'm still trying to wake up and gain motor functions, but my girlfriend in her panic and probably semi-drowsiness rolls off the bed and literally stops, drops, and rolls on the bedroom floor until she's fully awake. A few seconds after the earthquake stopped, then she proceeds to yell at me for playing a prank on her, while she was half asleep and scared. I'm scared. Look, by this point, I'm still in bed and can't move due to the laughter at watching her do it. I didn't actually want to prank her. It's just a prank, It was just the only thing my brain thought to say. But to this day, she thinks I did it to fuck with her. It still makes me cry with laughter every time I think about it. Fucking number 12, maybe? Who knows? Drove 20 miles to my old house after I moved. Wow.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
but
bad. I mean, well, routine, I guess. It's bound into your
routine.
mind. I lived in the same building my first 2 years of college. First day I was in a new place and I ended up at the old building, and it took me 7 to 8 swipes to figure out that my key card wasn't going to let me in. Well, hilarious. Because that was a response. Number 11. Rubbed aftershave in my hair and put gel on my face. The worst part was that after I put the aftershave in my hair, I laughed at myself thinking, fuck, what was all that about? And then added the hair gel to my skin. This motherfucker. I wonder if one day you'll put toothpaste in your hair. Have you ever done it?
No. Have you?
No. Why would I put toothpaste in my hair? You see what I'm saying?
I think you're lying to me.
Nah. Number 10 says, I was playing guitar and reached to grab a cracker. Then I ate my pick. Ew. Ew. Please tell me you strummed with the cracker, says the response. Ridiculous. Number 9. Once I was laying in bed, very tired watching TV. All of the characters on the show piled into a car together, and I thought for a second, shit, I forgot to put my seatbelt on, before realizing I was safely in bed and there was no car. This idiot. Number 9 is actually from the person who asked the question. I threw a knife in the garbage and washed some breadcrumbs, so I thought I'd ask. He just threw a knife in the garbage and washed some breadcrumbs? You ever use breadcrumbs for chicken stripes?
Well,
Who am I talking to? You don't cook. Moving on. The next one says, cup of coffee in my left hand, phone in the right hand. I go to my room, take a sip of my phone, and throw the coffee on the bed. Man, what a shame. The next one says, I sat there at an intersection at 11 p.m. patiently waiting for the stop sign to change. The stop sign to change. I tried to mail my buddy a check, and it had been a while since I mailed anything, long enough for me to forget how mail works, apparently. What I did was I wrote my name and address in the center and his name in the upper left-hand corner, and then the letter got returned to me, but still my first thought was, whoops, I failed to mail the check. So he went and he did it again. And then the mailman asked if he's retarded. Look, it's not funny. It's not funny, and here's why. We don't know how fucking mail works. You know what I mean? I would probably do that wrong as well, because we've passed that fucking point. You know what I mean? As crazy as it is, I would have to, seriously, I would have to go grab some mail that I've received to double check the format of whether or not I'm supposed to be in the center or I'm supposed to be, up to the corner, because I don't know. Do you? For real?
I've never mailed a letter, but I have mailed a care package to a friend in Canada before.
And you didn't have to double check whose name goes where? Obviously, you
Well,
would think common sense tells you the bigger name needs to be where it's going, right?
hmm
And the smaller one needs to be where it's coming from. But you know, man, I'm not sure. Thinking about it sometimes. I took the metro home and realized I drove to work. Oh my god. Can you imagine like taking a bus back from somewhere and realizing your car is at work? It's pretty ridiculous. But at least you can just...
what car, Kyle?
What car? Brilliant, brilliant. I pick up my toothbrush. Wait. I pick up my toothbrush to brush my teeth, but also had the urge to piss. So I obviously tossed my toothbrush into the toilet. Well, as long as he didn't pee while he was standing at the sink, because that would be a cleanup job that nobody's in the mood for. After an 8-hour day of cashiering at Target, which has so many robotic small talk conversations, I stopped at the dollar store, and the conversation went something like this. Hi, how are you? Me, good. How are you? I'm good, thanks. That's good. Did you find everything okay? Oh god. That conversation was affecting everybody in line and made me think I'm a psycho. Well, there you go. Next time I go to a grocery store, I'm gonna ask the teller if they found everything okay, because that's how I do. I pretty much screw up that interaction every time I go anywhere anyway. So, you know.
What do you mean, how?
Like they'll ask me, you know, like they'll say, okay, see you next time or come again or something like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll say you as well or something. I always say like you as well when I'm walking away thinking that they're saying you have a good day. But yeah, if they didn't say that, then I reveal that I am not indeed listening to them, and I'm doing the whole, you know, small talk ping pong, not really paying attention. Let's get away with acting like a human in a normal social circumstance. The top one reads, number 1, I dropped my pants when going through the TSA. For those who fly in the super early morning, it can be rough. I purposely didn't drink coffee so I could sleep on the plane. I was on the security line and did the normal routine of taking stuff out of my pockets and putting them in my laptop bag. Then off with the shoes, placed on top of my luggage. Then off comes the belt as usual. Then, of course, when you take off your belt, you take off your pants. Nope. Damn it. Put them back on and what the fuck for a moment as I finished up in security. Luckily, not many people fly at like 4:30 a.m. What's going on here? Did I miss something?
He was taking off his belt to put, because it was a metal detector and he needs to take it off to get through the metal detector. So he tried to take off his pants because that's the only time he would be taking off his belt. Apparently. I mean, it makes sense.
I feel like you understood something listening to me just now that I'm not understanding having just read it. Why is this so confusing to me? I was on the security line.
It was a metal detector.
And did the normal routine of taking stuff out of my pockets and putting them in my laptop bag. Then off with the shoes, place in my luggage bag. Then, of course, when you take off your belt, you take off your pants. Nope. Damn it. Oh, he took off his pants when he didn't need to. He just needed to take the belt off. Man, what kind of stupid ass fuck up is that? And that's the top one? Fuck all these people in this thread. I'll kill them all.
Are we starting over now?
No, we're not starting shit over. And if I find the people who uploaded this trash, I'm going to go back in time, find and kill their parents and see what type of superhero they turn into, man. You know, that joke never gets old. Okay? But maybe the Penguin will be one of their villains, and he's the cool one. You like Cobblepot, too. Okay.
Cobble. Why does that name sound familiar?
Because Cobblepot is the Penguin's name. She's supposed to be a DC girl and she doesn't know that. And now it's in the video for everybody to know. Stripes' information is in the description, guys. Go check her out streaming. She doesn't know shit about DC. Why don't you go educate her? See you guys later.